Oh,
All
yeah.
right. All right.
Welcome,
All right.
welcome to the Race Days and IPAs, the podcast. I'm here with Aaron, and Aaron, we have a guest with us today. Do you want to introduce her?
We do. It's one of our avid runners in the race days and IPAs family, Miss Jenna Shipman. Say hi, everybody. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me, guys.
Oh, very
You were
shy.
so boistrous a couple minutes
I know.
ago, and then you get on camera and like, hello.
Hey, the spotlight
No,
does
it'll
that
come
to
out.
people. Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
come out. Well,
Oh,
cheers, everybody.
yeah.
Here's to another episode.
Cheers.
Oh, so Aaron, what are we drinking here today?
Oh, sadly, I have the scraps from the fridge, and it's another superhero sidekicks hazy IPA, the
If I
KCBC.
recall, that was the beer that you drank on the
I
previous
know
podcast. Is this
it.
true or false?
It is true. There are other beers in the fridge, but they happen to not be IPAs, so I had to stay true to the pod and drink an
Exactly.
IPA.
We need IPAs, you Ambers, your Vice. You can stay home for this. We drink IPAs on the IPA podcast. And speaking of
That's right.
IPAs, my camera's kind of freaking out a little bit. I am drinking Grim
All right, love that.
New Technology. Now, I like my East Coast hoppy, hazy IPAs, but I'm going West Coast this time.
Okay,
I'm
a
still
little
getting
funk.
used to I'm still getting used to Chappaqua. Like it's by the way, we're recording from our own homes again here. Jim is a very, very busy person these days. It's just the coattails of the IPAs, the Race Days IPAs podcast has got his studio just lit with interest and attention, and we can't seem to get in there anymore. So we're on our virtual studios here, and I'm in the very echoey office that we have because we have no furniture,
But you
and I'm
finally
just
moved in, dude. That's a huge
That's
step.
amazing.
we did, and it's made the commute to Run Club every Thursday that much more difficult. But I get it done. I get it done. So I'm still trying to figure out the local beer scene. So I have to go to Whole Foods to get mine. So this was
Hey,
this was a new addition at mine.
to be able to get Grim and not up in Chappaqua, that's pretty nice. I don't know. They've traveled a little bit better over the last couple of years. They've gotten more popular, but I mean, Grim is if you can find Grim, you grab it.
You do.
Yeah,
Now the question though is the mystery
yeah.
beer, the mystery IPA. Jenna, tell us a little story about your IPA.
Yeah, so I'm traveling for work this week, and I went to the hotel lobby and asked the bartender for an IPA, and she said, "Are you ready for it?" And I said, "Yeah, yes, I am." And
And
so we'll see
what's
where
the
we're
verdict?
going.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very good. It can't be anything I haven't had before, but yeah, we'll
Oh,
see
so
how.
was she judging you a little bit? Like, are you
I
sure you
don't
can
know.
handle an IPA?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. She was
yeah,
like, "Oh, are you sure?"
yeah, yeah.
Yes, ma'am, I
Wait,
am.
where
You
are
don't know
you
who you're
again?
messing with. I'm in Dearborn, Michigan.
Okay, all right. Don't know where that is, but
Not
for
far
all
from
those
Detroit.
listeners
Yep.
in Michigan, hopefully we get a
Apparently, they
few
don't
out of
drink a
this
lot of
podcast.
IPAs.
Yeah,
It's a thing of, you know,
and
it's
more of a
it's out there.
lager state, more of a lager state.
Well,
Yeah.
we're so happy, Jenna, that you could join us all the way from Michigan. The significance of this is, look, you've got a lot going on. Not only do you have a marathon coming up that we want to talk to you all about, your first, but then you're also co-organizing with Aaron here the beer mile that by our math, we won't have another episode until after the beer mile. So we have to talk up the beer mile now. So we really appreciate your flexibility in making this all possible.
Yeah, it's a busy season. We have a busy fall. It's not
It
just
is.
my first marathon, it's my first Brooklyn Mile, my first beer mile,
Oh, a
a
lot
lot
of
of
firsts. I
firsts.
love it.
Yeah,
I love
the
it.
trifecta, as they would say.
Right. First, you run you have to do baby steps to get the mile in, and then the beer mile, that's going to prepare you, right? That's all the training you need.
Yeah, easy. That's how a marathon training plan goes, right? Is you add in a beer mile and a very fast
Well,
mile.
let's go back a little bit. Like what,
Yeah.
when, where, like did you get yourself involved in all this silliness, talking marathons and beer miles and such? Like what's happened to get you to this point?
Well, I think drinking has always been a huge part of my New York City journey, and I never was a distance runner. I wasn't a runner whatsoever growing up. And one night at our local pub watching the Wisconsin Badgers or Green Bay Packers play, our entire group was convinced to lotto for the New York City half in 2016. And I was the only one that got in. And so everyone I was with helped me train. It was the last New York City half that was completely in Manhattan. So you started in Central Park, you went down the West Side Highway, and you ended kind of near Wall Street area. And it was so electric that I signed up for the Brooklyn half, and then I ended up doing four more New York City halves. And so that was kind of like the journey into running. It
So you
was
jumped
just jumping in head first.
right into the half marathon. That's a girl after my own heart. That's my first race as well for New
Technically,
York
I
Road
did do like
Runners.
a corporate 5K, but I fell during it. I tripped over like a manhole cover on the West Side Highway and just ate
Wow.
it.
And that's how you knew running was for me.
It was for
I
me.
tripped.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It fell directly into it, actually.
Oh no. Wait, into a, what was that? A
No,
man?
not into the manhole cover, into
Okay.
running.
Oh yeah, yeah. And you've been falling in
No.
love with it ever since, right?
Yeah. And then, I mean, I've lived on the east side almost my entire time in New York City. And so you watch the marathon run by your apartment every November. It's as
And it's
typical as
kind
the
of like
seasons, it's
teases
going to
you,
happen.
right?
And yeah, it makes you think anyone can do it and anyone truly can. And every year on that day, I'm like, I'm going to do it someday. And this is the year that I have the opportunity to do it for a really great charity.
And what charity are you running for?
So I'm running for JDJ Charitable Foundation. They provide vital assistance for cancer research and support initiatives. They fund scholarships for students, but they also make totally life-changing differences by donating power and adaptive pediatric wheelchairs. So it's really, really awesome to see these kids be able to have the gift of movement and really provide mobility and independence back to their lives. So it's really incredible work that they're able to do.
That is amazing. That is amazing. And we have to dive into because it's getting close. Your training block is starting or it has
It's
started
warming up.
already.
We're
Yeah, yeah. How do you feel?
15, 14 weeks away.
Uh-huh.
I feel okay. There have been some tough runs, some great runs. I'm working with a coach. She's been really awesome and instrumental in me feeling confident week over week, planning out my workouts, making sure I have the support I need. You guys have been awesome. Like our group chat goes off to us talking about different fueling recommendations, different gear, all sorts of fun stuff. And so have been really dipping my toe into trying to fuel for the first time ever during my long runs, which is totally new to me. And so that's been a journey. Last Saturday was 12 miles. This Saturday will be
All right.
13. So
All right.
we're right in the
That's
heat of it.
incredible.
What what has been like the hardest part of training so far?
I think right now, honestly, is the hardest part of training, being on the road and needing to get your miles in and get your strength workouts in. Balancing that with life, with being in the office at 7:30 a.m. So I've been up since 5, did my 6 miles this morning, and now we're celebrating the end of a very long day.
Very long day, and we're no strangers to traveling or trying to train while traveling or having other
Well,
commitments.
it
Yeah,
has to get done. I mean,
has to get
in
done.
our lives, and there's just
We're
it
not
has to get
professionals
done.
here. Yeah, we're
Well,
not professionals, you
exactly.
know.
But you have to keep up the consistency in the marathon. Now, Jenna, did you say that you're working with a coach?
Yeah. So I'm working
So
with
what
Coach
is your
Haley.
approach going into
Yeah.
training? Yeah, yeah.
She, I mean, she's been epic. Really, we've been focused on safe and consistent mileage, not adding in too much differentiation throughout the week. So now I'm up to 4 runs a week. I honestly never thought I would be able to run 4 miles or like 4 different times a week because I have a tendency to get injured, and I get really bad shin splints. And so she's been really instrumental in making sure that my miles are safe, that I have the confidence that I can, run 2 miles without feeling injured, but also accommodating the fact that like I might, run 4 minutes on, 1 minute off, and do that for my long runs or something like that, and making sure that I'm still feeling confident and going to hit, an A, B, or C goal for the marathon. And so she's been really super supportive. And when I'm having a down day, she pumps me up. And we write little notes to each other on our app that we track
That's
all of our
huge.
runs in, which is every time I get a note from her, it's just like a smile on my face because she's so positive. And I need that. I don't need someone who yells at me. I need someone who's like, no, it's going to be okay. Like we can do it together.
Yeah, I've definitely been impressed with your approach because you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the 13.1 has been your longest run so so far, right?
Yep.
Your half marathons. So you've taken a very like slow rolled your training. You've got a good base going into now. These are this is like the most important section of your training, getting those long runs up to 15, then 18, and then maybe 20. What is that in the cards? 21?
Yeah, I looked at my schedule. She posted my whole schedule. She's like, don't get intimidated. It's going to be totally fine. We'll work through it week by week. But I have two 20 milers in my plan.
Nice. Is that do they time it or is it just like get it done?
It's really just the recommendation is easy run. I have like an easy pace that I'm aiming to stay within. If something goes wrong, something goes wrong. It's really time on feet, time under
That's what I'm
tension,
saying. Yeah.
testing
Did they
your mind.
did they give you like a cutoff of like 3.5 hours or 3 hours to get it done?
I think it's too far away to have me ask that question. Now I will be
Yeah.
asking her that question. So,
Yeah. Because well, Greg, we've talked about it. You've told me when I was starting my journey on marathon running, like that long run, you wanted to be in that sweet spot of like 3 hours, 3:15 maybe. And if you get 20, if you get 21, like it's really like you said, Jenna, time on feet is the more important thing to focus on because anything over that 3 hour mark, you could risk that you have that risk of injury.
yeah. So I think
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
say
I
that,
mean,
but
are you
you
having
Well,
know,
fun
look,
yet? Yeah.
it's you have to. I mean, not that you're asking for advice, but you know what? On the Race Days and IPAs podcast, I certainly
We'll
dish it,
give it. Yeah.
and liberally. You got to listen to your body, right? I think the first time, don't overthink it. In my mind, I don't know if this contradicts what your coach is going to tell you. It is going to get tough, and if you need to lay up a little bit, ease up, especially with an injury-prone background, do it. You're 14 weeks out. Um,
A
enjoy the
lifetime.
process.
That's a
Yeah,
lifetime.
yeah, it really is. And work through it. You're going to have your bad days. Like, I can't believe you're 6 miles into a 13-mile training run. You've got brunch plans maybe with the Race Days and IPAs club, and you're
probably.
like, I can't do it. It can be done, right? And uh, we're here to support along the way, and it's just inspiring that you're doing this not only for yourself but also for a wonderful charity as well. So good job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks. I mean,
I'm
having
looking
this group
forward
is
to
We're very
impressive.
15 weeks
proud.
from now. I'm looking forward to 15 weeks from now when we're at the pub and we're celebrating and you're like scrolling through other marathons to start training for. So
Yeah.
so can't wait for that. And it will happen. It does happen to all of us.
Yeah. I mean, it might happen. I'm not getting ahead of myself. I just want to get through this. You guys have already convinced me to have races on the calendar post-marathon that I'm focused on. And those will come later. So those are the December races that I think a huge amount of the group is running back-to-back
We
weekends
are.
in
Yeah.
December. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
You'll
And
be recovered by then for sure. Yeah.
sure, I'm. It's less the marathon that I'm focused on, and more the day after the marathon. I live in a walk up. How
Oh
am I going to get
no.
down the stairs?
Mark better get some cameras on you to get all the you're gonna be a meme by November or whatever, November 10th, you're gonna be all over the internet trying to
Yeah,
get up what four
it's
with like
that.
3 flights.
That and I think one of the hardest things about the marathon, it's not like the mile 2021. I know this course so well, and so I don't know. I think that helps me. I don't like not knowing where I'm going, but I think the hardest part is going to be running by you guys at Ryan's daughter and knowing my apartment is there, like you guys are there. I could just pop in.
For sure. Yeah. Oh, I mean, no one's stopping you from grabbing a beer with us. I will say that.
No,
We'll have
You'll
no.
one
have to
waiting
bring one
for
out
you.
for me. I'm not going to leave the course. That's a disaster.
No, yeah, we'll have it waiting for you.
We'll
Great.
have one waiting for you, and as you know, as long as you cross that finish line, it's a PR. We'll be drinking PBRs that day, so I'm very excited already
100%.
for it.
Yeah.
I am. But I will tell you, I've been tracking you a little bit here on Jenna or on Strava, Jenna. Um, Noticing some good consistent growth here over the last few weeks. Really impressive. Like you mentioned, getting the 4 runs in. Your longest efforts now are between 7 and 8 miles. Really incredible considering, like I bet you a year ago you didn't think that this was going to be possible. So you're already breaking through. Um, you're very disciplined with your pacing, I feel. Have you incorporated the run walk strategy? Is that a thing, or is this going to be a steady solid run approach?
Right now it's a steady build. I'm really just trying to build up like the time on my shins safely and appropriately. So I think I started at like a minute on, a minute off. My Saturday long run was 6 minutes on, 1 minute walk.
Nice.
Today was the first time that I ran 6 miles with one walk. And
All
it
right.
was on a treadmill, so very steady, like consistent ground.
Uh-huh.
But
Those could be
like
harder
I
to
was a
run on.
little intimidated and a little scared and not, I find that I'm a pretty good treadmill runner. But it was more like, do I need to walk halfway through this, 2 mile effort or can I just try it? Just try it. Like, and by the halfway point, you're walking, you're like, okay, I just have to go down this pyramid now. And so I was really proud of myself today, like to run
You
two
should
miles,
be.
like not
Yeah.
stopping. And so that's where my coach has been. She's like, just try it. If you feel like a tweak, walk. Like it's not a big deal. You're not going to set yourself back. But push yourself safely. And you don't have to push yourself on your easy run. Like your easy run is for you. But in these tempo runs or endurance runs, and those are my like Wednesday days where I'm like hyper focused on some type of execution, that may be my toughest mental day because I'm battling my own internal fear of potentially getting hurt or something like that.
Well, I've noticed, I also did a little bit of homework on your Strava this morning, and all I'm seeing is it's a gradual all the way up from like 3 months ago. Now all of a sudden you're at 20 something miles a week, and it's just been a steady incline. Is that is exponential growth? Are you going to get to 40 to 50 miles, or are you going to have a drop down week or two in there?
There are definitely like weeks in the plan that'll drop down a little bit, but there's no off week intended at all.
Good,
I think it's
good.
even next week that I am not doing my long run will be 10 miles, but 8 of those are focused at my like planned marathon pace. So the first time that I'll be running a full 8 at the pace that I want to be at, with a mile warm up and a mile cool down. So that's like 10
That's great.
will be shorter than a half marathon that I'll do this weekend, but not a total, just like an ease. It's a
Yeah.
different challenge.
What has been your favorite workout? Have you
So
tried to
far.
mix in certain, yeah, so have you mixed in other things in like the off on?
Yeah, I mean, today I thought was really nice. Like I could let the treadmill push me, and I just have to kind of set it and forget it and get out of my own way. I did a 2 5-minute efforts at like a harder push pace. And I didn't have my Garmin then. I now have a Garmin. So I was running on feel, and like my feel was supposed to be quite hard. And I did it, and I like walked away and I was like, holy shit, like I did that, like all without a watch and without, and with a couple hills in Central Park. And so I was like, I just was really happy that I surprised my own self. And we've talked as we've run, like, I think I'm a pretty consistent pace type person. I know what I'm running at. And so I haven't really needed a Garmin to hit some of my goals. But now with some of these longer runs and needing to be a little bit more independent and hyper focused on where and what I'm doing over really long mileage, it was time to invest in a Garmin. So she's here.
We're proud. Oh, Garmin. So no, Greg.
No.
Womp womp.
Oh,
Oh, look
oh,
at Apple.
no.
So
I still
So
love my Apple
disappointing.
Watch. It's so much better from a strength workout perspective for me. So I think I'll be bouncing like back and forth between that, and I like it's more comfortable to sleep in the Apple Watch. So
this thing's a weapon. Yeah.
mine's a little smaller than yours, so it's not quite as bulky. But yeah, it's so far so good. Like seems quite accurate from a tracking perspective. It was nice to run with it on Saturday, and that was my first long run with it. So we'll see.
When are you
I
back in New York City? When are you back?
Friday afternoon.
All right. So you're gonna be around for Summer Streets,
Ah, I'm going to
right? When
be
does that
around for
start?
every summer street. It's the first 3 weekends of August.
Right? Typically that's what it is, but I thought they were extending it this year.
Maybe. I know they expanded to other boroughs, but I know the Manhattan ones are definitely the first 3 weekends in August.
Yep. 2, 9, 16. Yeah. All
So I
right.
will be
So we have
taking
one more
advantage
week.
of that. I think there's one day that they're opening the entire length,
That's what it
or at
was.
least 22
Yeah.
miles, which would be awesome. Like I just have to check my mileage and then finish the rest on a bike or something so I can do the full end to end.
Or just, pop off and get brunch and a couple IPAs
You never know.
as a
Sometime you have a
reward.
good
So,
time.
so one of the things that I always found was helpful in training for any marathon is have some test races along the way. I find, at least for me, I don't want to go through a whole training cycle, especially 16, 18 weeks, and not break it up with a race or two. So, do you have any races in mind between now and November?
Not anything like a 5K, not a 10K. Currently don't have a 15K or anything on the calendar. I've talked with my coach about putting something on, and the New York Roadrunners, those races are already sold out, but I know there are a
Well,
couple
no.
August and September races for New York City runs that might be an option. I think there was like a mid, like an August 24th race on Governor's Island. They have a 5K and a 10K option that I think some of us had chatted about doing, which would be a great potential tune-up. And Governor's Island is a fun course to run on, and then there's so much to do over there, and it's super scenic. So that's definitely it's in the back of my mind that one of those could be a good add-in.
Good, good. And then you could tack on before or after whatever mileage you need to get in. but it's like Greg was saying, it's good to kind of test your preparation for not like the runs, but the before getting ready for race day. Like get good night's sleep, what meals are gonna work for you, um, what the sleep,
Transit, all the things.
everything exactly, yeah. Especially Governor's Island, that's a great test because you can only get there by boat, and everybody here knows New York City Marathon. It's tough to get to the starting line. It's one of the harder marathons to get to from a New York City perspective.
Yeah, and I mean, it's always a good idea. I think it's testing the gear, it's testing your outfitting. Luckily, I ran the 5K that we did in January in the shoes that I'll run in the marathon. And so I'm really happy with those. Hopefully they still fit after my feet have like expanded a little bit over this marathon training. But it's the headphones, it's the Garmin, it's making sure you have like your routine. And a run does prepare you a little bit. Like I've been testing out different clothing, different strategies for where I put fuel. And
Yeah.
so that's definitely something on my mind. I have realized I don't think I want to run with a running belt if I can help it. And so it's okay, how do you, like, which shirts do you get? What pants do you get? And trying to keep everything all together.
Yeah, I
Wow.
mean, before we switch
Okay.
topics,
Okay.
rapid fire for Jenna. All right. Um, the number of races that you've ran up to date.
Oh, to date, probably 14 from,
14. All right.
5K to half mile or half marathons.
What's your favorite distance?
I really loved the Frosty 5K we did. That was a lot of fun.
FK. All right. Well, you've now have experienced the hot and the cold. Which one do you prefer, hot or cold running?
Cold every day.
Cold all day.
I'm from Wisconsin. We love
But
the
you can
cold.
deal with the cold. Yeah. Uh, your current gear. What are you currently running in sneaker wise?
So I'm currently running in Saucony's, and my race day shoes will be the Vaporflies.
Whoa, speed demon.
Whoa.
Breaking news.
Yeah,
Time
totally.
out. Time out.
Time out. All right, well, take a tea. Take a tea.
Time out. Time out. Just make sure you get distance on those things because they fit very different, as you know,
Yeah,
from the Sauconys that are going to give you extra cushioning. And just I'm concerned about those ankles with that, with those Nikes.
It's a very good tip, I will say.
So
Traffic
train long runs on
with
with
them.
those race day shoes. Um,
definitely.
yeah, yeah.
Have you broken any
Totally.
of
Yeah, they're a
the?
totally different shoe.
It's a
It's
Have
completely
you ran
different
in them?
shoe.
Yeah, I did the 5K in them. I did a couple
Oh,
of
good.
training runs in them.
Okay.
Haven't broken them out yet this summer, but we'll be structuring
Must
them
have. Yeah.
in. I'll have to also get a new pair of Sauconys
There's a
in
couple mile
August.
runs that I'm aware of that
Yeah,
you
you
Oh
could
broke
you
yeah,
could
they'll
those
be
test them
out
making
on
an
out on.
appearance for the yes,
those.
they'll definitely be
Yeah.
in the
We'll
the
we'll
the
we'll get to
August
that there
We'll
races.
get to
here in a
that soon.
second, but
Hold on.
rapid
Hold on.
fire,
Yeah.
I don't want to step on rapid fire any more than I already have.
Yeah. Well, we're all right. Time back in. Okay.
Time in.
Best route in the city that you found.
Oh, it's the Central Park Loop,
Yeah,
without a
Central
doubt.
Park. Yeah, that's a fan favorite for sure. Um, what's your go-to pump-up song?
Uh, Honestly, it's really anything by like Avicii. Like,
Avicii. All right.
yeah, EDM playlist all the way.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've got like 5 hours of EDM that just gets me through.
I know I'm gonna go from like Odessa to Avicii to Martin Garrix,
Oh, it's the
like
best.
straight
Oh
through.
my gosh. Yeah. Uh, pre pre-run fueling. What do you know? What's your go-to snack before you go out for a long run these days?
I've been really liking the honey stingers, the little waffle. in the caramel, like the salted caramel flavor.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
Um, Pre-race meal, like the night before, what are we eating?
Honestly, it's so embarrassing. I love buttered noodles. And
Why is
so
that?
just like,
Hey,
because it's
it's
like I eat
simple.
like a 5-year-old sometimes. So buttered noodles and a
Take
peanut butter and
chicken
jelly.
fingers and ketchup.
Some cheese curds on the side.
Oh, that's your Wisconsin coming out. There we go. Maybe a little light beer. That would be super Wisconsin if you threw in like
It's
it's like a
a
Pabst Blue
sidecar.
Ribbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. PBR sidecar.
And what are you currently fueling with for your long runs?
Currently fueling
Yeah,
with Sysgels, but I'm going to be switching to Huma and trying those out for
nice.
a month.
All right, you survived rapid fire with a
Oh,
little
well
timeout.
done.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well done. Aaron's a tough questionnaire. A tough
Oh yeah,
questioner.
it was super hard. Yeah, yeah,
Super
yeah.
tough. But I am so impressed, Jenna, with how together like you're thinking through all this stuff. I mean, I recall my first marathon, I was still, I was scared as fuck, like at this point. Like I had no clue. I didn't have any strategy. At my first marathon, I don't even think I ran with nutrition. So
I'm trying to
good
think.
for you.
I mean, it helps to have seasoned veterans like yourself, Greg, that can kind of share
It's another
wisdom
knock at my age I see here.
over beers. You're like
Yeah,
40, right?
yeah,
45?
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Though now that we're on camera, I'm like, you know, I gotta, you know,
We got to get the, no, I
I
said
gotta
we got to
work
get the
on it.
ring lights. We got to
I
get the
gotta
ring
work on it.
lights
Yes.
and so that way you're bright and
Hopefully
shiny.
there's an
You're,
AI function for that.
that's
Um,
true. Uh, but I got my thought track was derailed by your
No, I
I
feel
age.
am
like
I'm very
very
good at that.
Now
prepared.
I'm showing my age. Oh, my first marathon similarly did not. I did not have a plan in place. Um, don't don't really know if I fueled. I was kind of young and just overly confident, arrogant in myself, and it humbled me very quickly. Um, So you're doing it the right way. I've been telling you for weeks that you know, super impressive that you started to get your block early and you have a great foundation. And it doesn't hurt that you've been running with race days and IPAs
I
every
know.
Thursday
We're
for the
going on
last couple of years.
2 years.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
So it's a
That's
great
impressive.
foundation.
I just enjoyed listening to these stories. I mean, you're training for Berlin, right? We've got Dan, we've got John, we've got
Annie
uh,
is running Berlin too.
Annie,
Yeah,
Kristen,
that's right.
Simta is running New York. We've got, I'm sure I'm missing people. And here I am, Mr. April marathoner,
You
just
kick
sitting back,
you no,
You're
you kicked it
done.
drinking
off.
Your
beer.
job is done.
My
Yes.
job is done. I'm sitting this one out. Like this is the greatest feeling. Watching you all struggle, or not struggle, but do your thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll be there on the sidelines watching it. Although I'm not, my marathon days are not done, as we've talked about. But how is training going there, Aaron, for Berlin?
It was
Um,
going great until a little bike accident took me out for a couple of weeks. It was pretty grueling. I will post a picture with my injuries moment, you know, at some point, maybe when I cross the
well,
finish line.
I hope I hope our IT shop is listening in to this right now because if we're lucky, there will be an image of it appearing on our screens right now.
And
I mean, you
so
can see a little residue.
you could
Well, yeah,
see
you're still
where
showing. Yeah, look at
it
that. That's
used to
Yeah.
great.
be. I mean,
Oh,
right here, for the crowd, that used to be, you know, a 9 iron divot out of my forearm, and my ankle is actually what's the residual pain of spraining it. And everyone has been there, has had sprains, but fortunately, I'm able to run I was able to get in four and change today. Like I was saying earlier, 20 miles this week is the goal, maybe 22. And then, yeah, then it's back to getting uh, some sprints in, some hills, actually getting workouts in. It's been all been relatively easy runs this week and last week, but that's just I don't want to push it and risk it. I don't want to get hurt before the Brooklyn Mile because I have a title to keep, Greg. You know, I got
Is that a sore
the Flash
subject?
Award. Yeah,
Well,
it's a sore
yeah,
subject.
I'll just be better rested. I'll be better rested
So I
than
did
you. So
a
we'll
deep
see.
dive on Jenna and was looking at her, progress and really impressed. And then I looked at Greg's, and it looks like he's kind of sandbagging us because there's nothing for Greg. He hasn't ran anything this week, and he talks of trainers, and when he gets a couple beers in him, he talks about all this stuff. But on Strava, it's empty. So he doesn't. I think he's
I think he
training.
left his watch at home.
Yeah, he's
I
gonna show up.
absolutely did. It's that Apple technology. You just can't trust it. Um,
Uh-huh.
uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think he's coming for the belt. He just doesn't want me to know he's coming for the belt.
So do we have
could
a
be.
male belt and a female belt? How does
We
this work
should.
and what am I competing
Ooh.
for?
Competing for the Flash Award is what I've called it in my own head. But it's the fastest miler award that we've we have to include the fifth Ave mile run in there as well. That time should count too. Um, but
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
but most of us are running the Brooklyn Mile, and it's just this crazy. We've talked about it, but Jenna, this is just like something you haven't experienced before because these people that show up for this race are just intense. You feel like this energy at the starting line that's unlike any New York Roadrunners race you'll ever sign up for. Greater than the marathon is one thing where it's like everyone's happy, it's here, it's like we finally got here after 20 weeks. The Brooklyn Mile is like I want to like rip this course apart and like the concrete there's going to be dust behind me. I want to like bully people to the front of the starting line. It was intense for me at least.
Wow.
Greg was in the masters category, so they were probably a little bit more polite with their starting line, but it was like feral is the best way I could describe it at the starting line for the men. There, everyone's like amped up, ready to go. They probably have like I don't know, like 500 milligrams of caffeine in them, and or maybe they're like going away from the caffeine and onto something a little bit stronger. But they were like, I'm running this race and I'm gonna pass out or finish. Um, at that, it's fun. All
Wow,
that
Well,
I
being
didn't
this
know I
said,
is
needed to
it's
like
crazy.
throw elbows through this thing.
Oh
you
my goodness.
may
You
you
may. Yeah.
may it. I mean, this is our third season of the podcast, and we have talked almost like this race is we put on such a pedestal. I think I needed to convince some people in the first season. Second season, we were game on.
Game on.
We were full on. I cannot confirm or deny that there is a track about a mile away from here, and I'm getting some reps in.
I knew
All
it.
for this
I knew it.
offline because it doesn't exist. It doesn't happen if it ain't on Strava, right?
I
That's what they
knew it.
So it
say.
never happened.
I
These aren't the
saw that.
droids.
I saw it from a mile away. I read you like a book, buddy. I've known you for too
So
long.
right. I mean, and then look, the mile distance is a lot of fun. And the atmosphere. But again, we say this every single year, and it's just great to see more and more of our club join in. And actually, the whole New York runners community really has stepped up. Like this will be my sixth or seventh, maybe. Like it's crazy. And we didn't have the numbers. They didn't have the numbers that they do today. And you're in the same heat with some of the best runners in the area. So no wonder why. I mean, they're all jockeying for the start. Us masters are there. We're just more reserved when it comes
I
to
will say plenty
yeah.
of masters, women and men
Hmm.
beat my time. So
Yeah, yeah.
uh it's
Just not
Even some
me or
children.
Kristen.
no, you and Kristen fell short for sure.
But, some people are saying that the true race, the true mile race this year is this little thing that we're organizing called a beer mile. Um,
Speaking of beer, do you want to pause and grab another?
oh, oh,
All right.
all right, all right, all right. We are back, people. Race days and IPAs. We've got Aaron and Jenna here with us. And Aaron, what are you drinking now?
Well, I see what you're drinking already. I know that can. That's a sip of sunshine. Little
This
sip.
is little.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
You
not
went.
on I have yet to actually log this beer in my beer app. So this is
Oh,
this
you're
is
in for a treat.
uncharted territory, but I've had the other ones.
Oh, the sip. Yeah, little sip of sunshine is that yellow can. Little sip from it's Lawson's, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Lawson's.
yeah. Beer is delicious, I have to say. I'm drinking a fan favorite, Save the Robots. Is the only other IPA in my fridge. So
Someone has to
I have,
go and stock
yeah,
up.
I have Konas, but that's not appropriate here. That's more of
Yeah,
a Sunday chill sesh.
and much like the neon sign behind me, Jenna is going to stick to one IPA this session, which is sensible considering you know you have to go
You gotta
downstairs to the
work.
bar to
Yeah,
get one, and it's that mystery IPA that I'm
right.
not
You
really
never
sure
know.
what they're serving you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still not totally
You,
sure.
it took us like how many hours of recording to notice that background is wrong? That's pretty funny.
You know what? You can't trust help anymore these
AI,
days. I say,
right?
build me a studio. They build me a studio. I come into it, charge, and I don't proofread. I should have proofread. I should
You
have
got to
proofread.
fire them
Yeah.
immediately. Was it
Well,
Grok? Was it
we're gonna
ChatGPT?
have to. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
just
who
go
are you
nuts.
blaming?
Yeah,
Oh, oh,
Gemini?
yeah, multitude of
OpenAI?
people. Multitude,
OpenAI.
multitude of people. Yeah, OpenAI. Yeah, yeah, it's gotten better, but apparently not good
Not
enough
as
yet.
no, no, no,
So
no.
don't be afraid, people. AI is not going to take over the world. If they can't get this right,
They got another
humankind
five
is going to be
years.
fine.
They got 5 years, I
We
think.
have 5 years. Well, I'll be hopefully on a beach if they still exist in 5 years. Uh,
Though you'll have plenty of beachfront property. It might be in Wisconsin.
could be, yeah. A good beer. I love the place. I'm going to be in Wisconsin myself. A buddy of mine is also celebrating a milestone
That's
birthday.
right.
Unfortunately, the same weekend as Penelope's first. So, as you
I'll have
know,
I'll have to break the news to her. She's going to be
yeah,
devastated.
yeah. I'm just gonna. Uncle Greg's gonna have to bring back a bigger gift.
So instead of a slice of cheese, it's going to be the whole block.
Oh, it's gonna be a cheese head, like a
Cheesehead?
whole cheese head for
Oh my
her.
God, I'll definitely take. She has a Niners, a 49ers bib from Uncle Barath because he's from the Bay Area. So she's just gonna accumulate all of the teams, some memorabilia from all the teams, and then she'll just but she'll always rep the Eagles when it truly matters.
Well, I think you need to be a far more progressive family, if I may. I mean, I think you should keep those decisions open-minded and support her as she pursues a fandom with the Yankees and the Giants.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yes,
I
like
mean,
any good New Yorker should.
she's born into greatness. What can we say with the Eagles?
Uh,
Her first Super Bowl is a win. You can't get any better
yeah,
than that.
yeah. And after 20 years of not seeing another,
Right.
she may just turn her back on those Clip
They're
those
gonna
wings.
they're gonna win this year, and this
Speaking
podcast
of
will be
which,
great.
we for those of you who don't know, we also have another podcast out there, Race Days and Fantasy Football, and we need to get moving on this. We're the season's almost upon us.
It's
Like
almost here. Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't believe it. I mean,
That requires, Greg, Dan, and Eric to get back on, because we had a couple of nights where we were just riffing off of, maybe one too many beers. It was APA, IPA, ASSSSS, because we were drinking way too much.
oh,
Next
Jenna,
thing you know, we're talking about baseball cards and
Jenna, we're going to have you back for an in-person, in-studio
yeah,
podcast because they can go nuts. We got Jim, our engineer,
love them.
drinking. We
Perfect.
all bring 4 packs of like the strongest, most potent stuff. So that's 4 beers each, and I don't know how we get through it.
And then we booked
I mean,
the last
I live by
showing
that
for
big beer
Jim.
depot on 86th, and
Oh, you're
so
just
I have
Exactly.
you're
the
Yeah.
perfect. You're
access.
perfect for the pod. You're
It's
perfect for
funny.
the pod.
Jim was like, the first couple, he's like, no, I'm good, guys. Just get through your thing. But then he saw, like, we are just, by the end of it, we're laugh like in tears. And he's like, you know what? This round, give me a beer. I'm gonna chime in. And we're like, please get it.
I know. We
Yeah,
like hearing from Jim. Jim's he's spot on with his commentary. But no, I mean, if you look at the data, everyone turns in for tunes in for the last 20 minutes because
I know.
we're talking shit and out our asses
We're
and
three
just,
beers, 4 beers
I
in
mean,
of like
imagine an
8%.
engineer, having to funnel through that.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
anyway.
genius. You don't have to. You don't have to. It's perfect. So Jenna, we're going to have you back for one of those, and
Well, it'll be a recap
it'll
of,
be a recap.
post New York City when you cross the finish line, and we have video of you at Ryan's daughter slugging a hazy IPA at mile 18, and
We got to get Carol to come out behind the bar for
no way.
that. Yeah.
You think she's gonna run? She'll run out. We could. We
We'll
have
figure it
time.
out. We'll
We have
figure it
time.
out. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
not. Let's not. We'll plan a proper ceremony and celebration afterwards there for you, Jenna. So much to be thankful for. But what's more immediate and in
Yes,
front of us right now, speaking of beers,
exactly.
the beer mile.
Beer
So
mile.
the Race Days and IPAs race club, run club. Um, uh, I'm a lightweight
That
these
Yeah,
days.
IPA
I
is
was gonna
hitting you
say, is
already.
that hitting you hard? What was the percentage on that one?
Well, the one before was 8, and this one's going to be 6.2. So,
Okay,
but
so
that's
Starting
it.
strong.
This should be it, and then I go to bed because I've got an early morning tomorrow.
but all right.
Um,
So for the race days and IPAs beer mile, Jenna, what are we looking at?
So we're looking at 4 laps on a traditional 400-meter track, a at least a 5% beer in a standard can, so 12 ounces.
Okay.
We have, as soon as you start with a beer, you have to not pass go a specific line on that track before you finish your beer. Run a lap. Once you hit the in between that transition zone, you drink another one, and you have to 4 laps, 4 beers.
Oh my goodness. What are you
And
what are you
there's
thinking
some
right now?
other rules. I mean, no shotgunning. You
Right?
can't puncture it. You just
Nope.
have to open and drink the beer as it's intended. There's some tough competition though. We have like 15 people coming, some newbies, some guest stars, and we're going to do some heats. We're doing probably 4s at a time that'll race against each other.
I like it. I like it because like
I
Yep.
like
it
that.
could get competitive. Um, yeah, it could get crowded. So you
Are
think
we
4 at
revealing
a
what
time?
beers we plan to go with?
We have not discussed. We've kind of talked about me and LA have talked about the potential that everyone brings their own, so long as it's above a 5%er.
Yeah, I'm looking at the beer that I'm eyeing right now, and let's see if it is 5%. I mean, it better be.
I,
I
I want it so
otherwise I can.
badly to be 4.9.
Yeah, right.
I,
4.6.
yeah,
It's a Miller
yeah.
Lite, yes.
Uh, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, I think it's great. We saw a run club put one together last year, and not that we hadn't had this idea, but I think they made us realize that we can do it. Hopefully, we don't run into them that night, like, or maybe it would be good. We just
That
all
would be
run it
great.
together.
We can
Uh,
we can invite them. We know who they
yeah,
are.
yeah. So maybe we do this, but I'll leave it
They did
to.
heats too. They had 3 heats. So we've
Smart.
taken some of their strategies.
Taking notes. What's up, Greg?
So I was gonna do Kona Big Wave, but they are 4.4.
Wow.
I never knew there was 4.4.
5% is substantial. You know what that falls? The lightest beer I could think of is probably like Budweiser, Bud Heavy.
Bud Heavy's a little.
I like a Bud Heavy as long as it's
It's
freezing cold.
got to be ice cold. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's it's not even that there's going to be rivalries or bragging rights, but like we
It's
have
all about
prizes and
finishing.
for first and second and third. So you got to win.
Oh my
I
But then
love
God,
that.
yes.
obviously,
I love that.
obviously
And
we're
I am
going to
so
a pub
intrigued what
after.
prizes. I usually have my hands in all of this, but I
I
don't. So
know
I'm
it's
so
nice to be
excited.
nice
I'm
to be
so
removed a
excited.
little bit. Yeah.
Me and
So
LA
yeah,
What
have
so
been
day?
this is,
cooking some good stuff up.
What
my
day are we
goodness.
running? What day is it?
It's August 14.
And where are we running?
Are we allowed to say? It's
I can.
unsanctioned, completely unsanctioned, New York City.
You could
Um,
say
There's a track that we
the
know of
track.
in Manhattan. Since this is mid-year, I thought I'd mix things up and remind our co-hosts of what we signed up to do this year.
all right.
So, as many of our listeners know, we go around, we hold each member accountable for a certain number of goals, running related goals for the whole year. And I'm not going to go into everyone else's, but I want to take a checkpoint on where everyone feels they are right now in this process. And I'm going to start with the lovely Erin.
All right. I know some, but hit me with the hard truth. Let's go.
So the hard truth, and the hard truth is BK mile PR.
It's gonna be
So you're going
tough
to
with
do
the injury.
better. I mean, again, you've got the arms to show that you're a bit maybe behind, but
Can we
you've got.
put it in again, just for old time's sake?
No, I mean it's
Put
there.
the
It's
pic
there. It's we
put
we
the
can't
picture in.
edit. We can't edit the. Oh, put the picture in. Yes,
Oh,
painful, but he doesn't get a pass on his goal for the year, which is the PR, the Brooklyn Mile. Race a new distance. I don't know if you knew that you signed up for that. I don't know what distance you would run. I mean, maybe we were thinking of the 7K, the seven line 7K. Did you run
yeah,
that last year or no?
I did. So I don't know what
Okay,
other
so maybe
distance
this
I
is a
could
different
have
distance then.
ran.
Oh, you have to do a stroller 5K in sub 28 minutes.
That's fine, but it
So you got
can't be
time for that.
sanctioned. Yeah, step one was actually getting the stroller, which I did, so check. Now step two is actually running it with it.
Funny,
Um,
I just have stroller 5K sub 28.
And getting your
There's
stroller
no
partner to to go along with
oh,
it.
there's no
that's
partial
true.
credit in Run Club. There's no
Well,
partial
you
credit
know,
in Run Club.
does
Either
it
do
say
it or you
anything
don't.
about does it say anything about Penelope being in the stroller?
I mean, technically it does not. No. So
Yes,
so
loophole.
so loophole. I mean, not only do we not do partial credit, but we do reward for creativity.
There you
So
go.
well done. I think you've beaten the matrix. And then finally, oh, this is not happening. This is the carryover from
Carryover.
2024 to 2025 to
But
2026.
which was,
Run around Manhattan.
hell yeah. No, no, I was thinking about this actually today. Oddly, that you're bringing these up, and like I'm gonna have like I'm gonna have the training from September under my belt, and I know that a bunch of people are gonna be running October and November races, so they're gonna have to get their long runs in October, and I join them in for that too. So then I'll have that distance and consistency for a maybe November or December. Don't count me out on this loop. I don't know.
None of this is
Yeah,
done.
right.
This is why we reflect on this in
It's a
July,
check-in.
not like
Yeah,
December, right? Because we've got time to make this happen.
that's right.
Carrying on, I mean, I will finish the best last. My goals are achievable. Run Brooklyn faster than I did in 2024. I think that's the one that's biggest at risk.
Brooklyn
Run
Mile.
an international race. I did London. Organize a 5K for my birthday. I'm in the process of that. I'm designing the medals. I mean, I should get some points for that. Oh no,
No,
no
no half
partials,
credit.
no half. Run a sub 24-minute 5K. I did that. I got back to that.
Where is that? Enter the time right now.
Hold on. I'll bring up my Excel sheet. Let me just keep going and I'll get back to it.
Expelloramus? What are you,
You're just gonna
Excel
have to
sheet?
trust me.
Yeah,
Uh,
right.
and um, and then finally run a beer mile. So I kind of set this up for me, right, to
Perfectly.
accomplish all my goals for the
I
year.
think you did.
And then finally, our guest, the guestess with the mostest,
She achieved a goal already, so
she
you two
did.
are
She
way ahead
PR'd
of
the
me.
5K.
Boom.
Here's someone who at start of year figured, I'm going to run a 5K in 31:30. But what does she do? She goes out there and she does 29:50.
Bang.
So well
Off
done.
the jump.
Congratulations.
What day was that? Like, I think I
Yeah,
said I would
January
do
5th.
that by the end of the
That
year,
was the
and it was
penguin. That was the penguin one, wasn't it?
January 8th,
Like January 10th. Yeah.
4th, January
Yeah,
4th.
yeah. You knocked that
So
out
four
like
days in,
pretty
already
quickly.
hit a goal. Yeah.
Yeah, well done. And by the way, I ran the Frozen Penguin in 23:57. So all about, which was a 7:43 pace.
Uh, I mean, I should have made I mean, based off of your goals, Greg, where you catered to what we already knew was going to happen, I should have just made, I'm going to PR a
That's
5K in a penguin suit.
that's
Because, oh,
called
wait,
right
I
sizing
did
your
that in
goals.
January.
That's smart. That's smart,
No,
man. That's
that's
smart.
boring. Boring. Vanilla.
It's smart.
That's pistachio. That's
Well, I love
boring.
vanilla. I don't like pistachio, but I like vanilla. I like vanilla. And then Jenna, you have to run an out-of-state race,
Oh,
non-New Jersey or New York.
Forgot about that one. Okay, so I have
So you
to.
have time to do
I can do
this,
this.
but we
I
specifically
can look
said
at some
not New York or
Milwaukee.
New Jersey.
I have
Yeah,
to
what
go
are
to
you doing
Milwaukee,
tomorrow?
and
Or just
oh
stick
yeah,
around longer. Do it in
I should have.
Dearborn, Michigan.
I did have the opportunity to do a 5K when I was home in Milwaukee a couple weeks ago, and I had to run.
oh
I think I had
no.
to run. I had to run 10 kilometers that day, and my mom just said, "Just do it twice."
See,
And
this is why
and you're
we
like,
have
no,
to remind everyone of these
I
goals.
like
Yeah,
It's
this.
good to
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
reflect this. I mean, Amber's got five ambitious goals. I've got everyone's goals, John's. I'm not going to go through it here today, but I'll have to follow up with everyone. And then
yeah.
finally, and this is the one that we're most excited about. This is why we are here today. Besides beer, Jenna's going to run a marathon. So let's do
Bang.
it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen. So that was a recap of our 2025 running goals. Um, a very goal-focused organization. These are things that, yeah, we have to remind ourselves from time to time that what we're going after this year. So, anyways, um, where should we take this, Jenna? uh, I'm going to put you on the spot. What would you like to talk about?
Hey, oh, what should we talk about? I mean, I think I definitely have been one of the people who hasn't been at Run Club lately because I've been traveling for the last 6 weeks. But I think I still have a shot to win our year-end reward of most consistent.
Ooh,
Perfect segue into the annual awards. Since we are focused on goals, we have to be focused on those awards because that's what really matters as well. We've got some real competition. I think when people saw, the medals last year and the categories for the first time, people are like, "All right, I'm
well, I mean,
I'm I'm
you set the
focused on
bar.
this." Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you set the
did.
bar. I mean, I got some stats here for roughly half the year. We have yourself, your lovely host, as uh um top runner. I've shown up to the most
Again,
of.
the person who's collecting the data
Yeah,
just happens to be tops.
I
Um,
got the receipts, Greg. I got the receipts.
okay.
We got
All right.
so this includes so everybody knows this includes group runs on Thursdays. This includes race days and namaste days, yoga. This includes long runs on Saturdays, and this includes races, any type of race that our group is going to. It doesn't have to, it has to be three or more people for it to be um, included in this tracking sheet. And at the moment, I have 25 appearances. So that's
Wow.
about halfway. Greg, you are sitting in second place, and I would hope that the hosts of this podcast would be at the top. I really would, because like if not, then what are we doing here, Greg? We might as well just kind of give it
I don't
to
know. We just
somebody else.
yeah. Bring
And
in a
then
lefty.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Bring in a replacement. There's a battle going on for that third spot. We have
Mm,
one of our founding fathers here at Race Days and IPAs, Dan
yeah.
Sweeney, at 17 spot at 17
Wow.
runs or appearances. Then we have, this might shock everybody. The next person on this list is Sweet. She
Whoa,
is
good for her. Good for
Danny.
her.
It's Danny, and then Sui is one behind her, and then Amber is one behind Sui, and then Jenna, you are right two behind Amber, and that rounds out the top six or whatever. Um, we have up and comers. You know, LA I think holds the title. It's hers to lose at the moment. She's at 11 appearances, and and then our newcomer, Monica, who has shown up to about four or five. I don't know. I got to look at this. It included the last, so she's at four appearances.
Yeah,
But I think
so
LA holds that newcomer for sure.
well, you know what? We have to be careful in making such bold predictions because we are only at month 7 right now, and
I know.
anything could change. So for those of
Sure.
you not named LA, this is your time to step up. And Jenna, you are amazing. You have your team starting with coach, and then you have your many supporters rooting you on. The next few months, we're not going to lie. I think Aaron can attest to this. It ain't going to be easy. It's going to challenge you mentally, physically. Um, but you got this, girl. Like, do this. You got it,
Thanks.
and you've got us to support and keep providing the content, and the listeners will keep coming too. So we'll love to have you back.
Can't wait. It's going to be a journey for sure.
There will
So I
be
think
a couple cries in the shower. Yeah, only because of the chafing, not because you didn't get your runs in. But maybe
I was
from
about
the
to say,
heat.
where are you going
Yeah,
with that?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But the pain only makes the crossing the finish line that much sweeter. So you have a good, yeah, like Greg said, you have a good team, you have a great base, and the sky is the limit. You just gotta, stick to your plan.
Stick to the plan, stay healthy. That's the goal.
Yeah, that's the goal, always.
So
That's
look,
the plan.
we've been at this for about an hour and a half now. I think we should wrap it up. Uh, Anyways, Jenna, thank you very much for joining us on this 17th edition of the Race Days and IPAs podcast season 3. Um, well, for Race Days and IPAs, I'm Greg.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Jenna.
See you on the next
Hey,
one.
cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
I'll see you August 3rd, Greg. You're going down,
August
buddy.
3rd. That's it. You're done. You're done.
I got you. You're getting smoked.
Listeners,
It'll be
you'll
fun.
find out soon enough.
Fine.
All right.
Good
Good night, everybody. Cheers.
night, YouTube.